The Little Couple stars Zoey Klein married her secret boyfriend. Her boyfriend name is Zach. Zoey Klein's parents and brother very happy. I will explain everything. Zoey Klein, daughter of Jen Arnold and Bill Klein from TLC's beloved The Little Couple, has captured our hearts with her resilience, her humor, and her undeniable spark. We've celebrated her milestones, cheered her victories, and admired her unwavering spirit. But friends, there's a chapter unfolding in Zoey's life, a chapter so beautiful, so tender, and until now, so fiercely protected that it remained hidden from the public eye. This is the story of Zoey Klein's secret love, her journey to forever, and the wedding that left her family, and soon, we hope, all of you, overflowing with joy. This is the story of Zoey and Zach. Before we dive into this extraordinary love story, it's crucial to understand the context. Zoey Klein was born with a rare form of skeletal dysplasia, spondyloepiphyseal dysplasia. Her journey, documented alongside her parents Jen and Bill, both Lil people themselves, and her brother Will, has been one of medical triumphs, unwavering familial support, and navigating a world not always designed for her. Through countless surgeries, physical therapy sessions, school challenges, and simply growing up in the spotlight, Zoey has shown us what true courage looks like. She's intelligent, witty, outspoken, and possesses a quiet strength that belies her stature. Her teenage years, understandably, became more private. Jen and Bill, fiercely protective of their children's right to a normal adolescence away from the cameras, shielded Zoey and Will from the constant documentary lens. We saw glimpses, family trips, celebrations. But the intimate details of their personal lives, especially Zoey's journey into young adulthood and romance, remained respectfully off-screen. And that's where our secret begins. Imagine it, Houston, Texas. A few years ago, Zoey, navigating the complexities of high school, her passions evolving. She'd always loved animals, shown a keen intellect, and was developing a strong sense of self. It wasn't at a grand event or a celebrity party. It was ordinary, beautifully ordinary. Sources close to the family paint a picture of a chance meeting that blossomed into something extraordinary. Perhaps it was a mutual friend introducing them at a small gathering. Maybe they were both volunteering at an animal shelter, a cause deeply important to Zoey. Or perhaps they simply kept bumping into each other at that little independent bookstore Zoey loved. The exact where remains part of their cherished private story. But the who, that's what matters. Zach, that's the name of the young man who quietly stole Zoey Klein's heart. Described by those who know him as intelligent, grounded, kind-hearted, and possessing a wonderfully dry sense of humor that perfectly complements Zoey's own sharp wit. He's not from the reality TV world. He's normal. And that, according to insiders, was exactly what Zoey needed and wanted. Crucially, Zach saw Zoey. Not Zoey from TV. Not Zoey the little person. He saw Zoey. Her brilliance, her stubbornness, her compassion, her dreams, her fears. He connected with her on a fundamental human level. Their shared interests, a love for learning, perhaps science or literature, a similar taste in movies or music, a shared quiet determination formed the bedrock. Their connection wasn't built on spectacle. It was built on genuine friendship, mutual respect, and slowly, an undeniable romantic spark. And here's where the secret part truly took root. Zoey, fiercely independent and protective of her private life, especially after growing up documented, knew this budding connection was too precious, too fragile to share immediately. She wanted space for it to grow organically, away from speculation, headlines, or the well-meaning but sometimes overwhelming interest of the public. She confided in her parents, Jen and Bill, very early on. Jen Arnold and Bill Klein are not just TV personalities, they are, above all else, devoted parents. Their journey to parenthood, documented with heartbreaking honesty, involved immense loss before the joy of adopting Zoey and then Will. Their love for their children is the core of their story, So when Zoey, perhaps a little nervous, sat them down to talk about this new young man, Zach, in her life, their reaction was paramount. By all accounts, Jen and Bill reacted exactly as you'd hope loving parents would. Cautiously, of course. Any parent would be. But with open hearts and minds. They listened intently as Zoey described Zach, his character, his interests, how he made her feel. They asked thoughtful questions, not interrogations, but genuine inquiries born of care. Their primary concern? Zoey's happiness and well-being. Soon after, Zoey arranged for Zach to meet her parents. This wasn't a grand dinner under studio lights. It was likely a casual meal at home, maybe burgers on the patio. The atmosphere, insiders say, was warm but understandably a little tense initially. Zach, aware of Zoey's background and the protective nature of her parents, was undoubtedly nervous. But those nerves quickly melted away. Zach's authenticity shone through. He was respectful, engaged, and clearly utterly smitten with their daughter. He spoke to Jen and Bill as equals, showing genuine interest in their lives and work. He didn't shy away from Zoey's reality, her disability, her medical history, but he also didn't define her by it. He talked about her ambitions, her opinions, her spirit. Jen, the fiercely intelligent and compassionate physician, reportedly saw in Zach a young man of integrity and kindness. Bill, the entrepreneurial spirit with a big heart and a protective streak, recognized Zach's genuine affection for Zoey and his down-to-earth nature. They were impressed, relieved, and most importantly, they saw the light in Zoey's eyes when she looked at him, and his when he looked at her. The parental seal of approval was quietly, happily granted. But what about Will? Zoey's brother, her partner in crime through childhood adventures, medical procedures, and the unique experience of growing up in their family? Their bond is incredibly special. Introducing a significant other to a sibling dynamic, especially such a close one, can be tricky. But Zoey handled it perfectly. She didn't force interactions. She let Will and Zach find their own rhythm. They discovered shared interests, maybe video games, a particular sport, or a quirky sense of humor. Zach didn't try to replace Will. He respected the profound sibling bond. He became Zoey's boyfriend and Will's friend. Seeing his sister genuinely happy and having a new buddy in Zach reportedly made Will very happy, a simple phrase carrying immense weight from a protective brother. So the foundation was set. The secret was safe within the loving confines of the Klein/Arnold family. Zoey and Zach continued to date, their relationship deepening away from the public gaze. They navigated the normal challenges of young love school pressures, future plans, occasional disagreements, but with a solid foundation of mutual respect, shared values, and unwavering support from Zoey's immediate family. As the relationship matured, the question of forever naturally arose. Zach, deeply in love and certain Zoey was his future, began planning. He knew Zoey intimately, her love for intimate moments over grand gestures, her deep connection to family, her appreciation for thoughtfulness. A flashy public proposal filmed for TV? Absolutely not. Zach aimed for profound personal meaning. The setting was perfect. A private, beautifully landscaped garden at the family home, transformed with subtle fairy lights as dusk settled. It was a place Zoey loved, a place of safety and comfort. Jen and Bill were discreetly present, hidden just out of sight, but ready to witness the moment, knowing its significance. Will was likely nearby, buzzing with contained excitement. Zach led Zoey outside under a pretense, perhaps a quiet walk, or to see the newly bloomed roses. The air was soft, the light magical. They stopped in a special spot. Zach, looking into Zoey's eyes, spoke from the heart. He told her how she had changed his world, how her strength inspired him, how her laughter was his favorite sound, how her intelligence challenged and delighted him. He spoke of their journey together, the quiet moments, the shared dreams. He spoke of loving her wholly and completely. Then he got down on one knee, not as a gesture of pity or condescension, but as a timeless act of devotion, meeting her gaze with love and respect. He opened a small box, revealing a stunning, elegant ring chosen with care, likely with subtle input or approval from Jen to ensure it was perfect. And he asked the question, "Zoey Klein, will you make me the happiest man alive? Will you marry me?" Tears welled in Zoe's eyes, tears of pure, overwhelming joy. Her yes was reportedly instant, breathless, filled with utter happiness. They embraced, a moment suspended in time, pure love radiating from them. Then, Jen, Bill, and Will emerged, their faces alight with tears and radiant smiles, engulfing the newly engaged couple in a giant, emotional family hug. The secret engagement was sealed with family love. With the engagement a joyful secret shared only with immediate family and a tiny circle of utterly trusted lifelong friends, the planning began. From the outset, Zoey and Zach were clear. This wedding was for them and their closest loved ones. Intimacy was paramount. No TV cameras, no magazine exclusives, no guest list inflated for publicity. This was about celebrating their union authentically, surrounded only by those who had been part of their genuine journey. Venue selection was key. They needed somewhere beautiful, but private, accessible for Zoey, and imbued with meaning. Did they choose a charming, secluded chapel? A family-friend sprawling, picturesque ranch? A serene botanical garden booked exclusively? The exact location remains part of their private treasure trove, but sources emphasize it was chosen for its personal resonance and guaranteed privacy. Montage of elegant, intimate wedding inspirations, delicate lace, soft floral arrangements, peonies, roses, eucalyptus, candlelight, rustic wood accents, all in soft focus, no specific venue shown. Zoey, with her innate grace and likely with Jen's impeccable taste guiding her, dove into the details. Her vision: elegant simplicity, soft, romantic colors, perhaps blush, ivory, and sage green. Flowers that were lush and fragrant but not ostentatious. A dress? Ah, the dress. Imagine it. Likely chosen with immense care, something breathtakingly beautiful that made Zoey feel like the most radiant version of herself. Flattering to her figure, perhaps with delicate lace sleeves or a flowing skirt, combining timeless elegance with modern grace. Accessible, allowing her to move comfortably and confidently, whether walking, using her chair, or dancing with Zach. Zach was deeply involved too. This wasn't Zoey's day, it was their day. He had opinions on the music, the food, and the overall vibe: warm, celebratory, but deeply personal. They worked as a team, making decisions based on shared taste and the desire for genuine connection over showmanship. The guest list was tiny. Immediate family, of course. Jen, Bill, Will. Possibly grandparents if close. A handful of Zoey's lifelong friends who had stood by her through thick and thin. A couple of Zach's closest friends and family members. We're talking perhaps 20 to 30 people maximum. Every single person invited was someone who knew and loved Zoey and Zach as individuals, not as TV characters. Security and strict NDAs were likely employed to protect their secret. Jen and Bill were reportedly overjoyed during the planning. Jen, the meticulous organizer, likely reveled in helping her daughter plan this intimate celebration, offering support without overshadowing. Bill, the emotional anchor, was probably constantly tearing up at the thought of walking his daughter down the aisle. Will, stepping into the role of brother of the bride, was excited and protective. The entire Klein or Arnold household buzzed with a contained, joyful energy, all united in safeguarding Zoey and Zach's dream day. The day dawned. Perfect weather, as if the universe itself was smiling on Zoey and Zach. At the chosen venue, a quiet hum of loving activity began. Floral arrangements, smelling divine, were placed with care. Delicate fairy lights and candles were lit. Chairs were set up for the intimate ceremony. The air crackled not with celebrity buzz, but with pure, unadulterated love and anticipation. In her private getting ready space, Zoey was surrounded by her closest women. Jen, perhaps a beloved aunt, her best friend. The atmosphere was one of joyful tears and laughter. Makeup was applied to enhance her natural beauty, not mask it. Hair was styled elegantly. And then, the dress. As she stepped into it, the room likely fell silent for a moment. Here was Zoey Klein, the little girl who faced unimaginable odds, transformed into a breathtakingly beautiful bride, glowing with happiness and quiet confidence. Jen's tears of pride and joy were surely unstoppable. Meanwhile, Zach, looking sharp and handsome in his suit, was likely with Bill, Will, and his closest friend or family member. Nerves mixed with palpable excitement. Bill, preparing to give away the daughter he fought so hard for and loved so deeply, shared a poignant moment with Zach, a handshake, a hug, words of blessing and welcome into the family. Will, likely the best man or a groomsman, offered brotherly support and maybe cracked a joke to ease the tension. The ceremony space awaited, an intimate circle of chairs, an archway adorned with flowers. Soft music began to play, perhaps a string quartet or a single guitarist playing a song deeply meaningful to Zoey and Zach. The guests, the chosen few, took their seats, faces alight with emotion. Then, the moment arrived. The music shifted. All heads turned. First, Jen walked in, radiant, taking her place. Then perhaps the bridesmaids, and then Bill appeared, standing proudly beside Zoey. As Zoey began her walk down the aisle, supported by her devoted father, time seemed to stand still. The sheer magnitude of her journey, the medical battles, the public scrutiny, the personal growth, culminated in this moment of pure, triumphant love. She wasn't walking towards cameras. She was walking towards her future, towards Zach, and the look on Zach's face as he saw his bride. Witnesses describe it as pure, unadulterated awe, love, and overwhelming joy. Tears streamed down his cheeks. Tears streamed down Jen's cheeks. Tears streamed down the faces of friends who had known Zoey since childhood. It was an ocean of happy tears. Bill placed Zoey's hand in Zach's. The officiant, perhaps a close friend or a welcoming spiritual leader, began. The ceremony was heartfelt and personal. Vows were exchanged, not generic phrases, but words written by Zoey and Zach themselves, reflecting their unique journey, their promises, their inside jokes, their deep devotion. They spoke of facing life's challenges together, celebrating joys big and small, supporting each other's dreams, and loving each other unconditionally, exactly as they are. Rings were exchanged, symbols of their eternal bond, and then the pronouncement. By the power vested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Zach, you may kiss your bride. Their first kiss as husband and wife. The small gathering erupted in cheers, applause, and yes, more tears, especially from Jen and Bill, watching their daughter embark on this beautiful new chapter. The pure, unscripted joy radiating from Zoey and Zach as they turned to face their loved ones was the only confirmation needed that this secret was worth keeping. The celebration that followed was everything they dreamed of, intimate, warm, and filled with genuine love. Delicious food was shared. Heartfelt toasts were given. Bill's toast, undoubtedly, was a masterpiece of emotion. Cried for his daughter, welcome for his new son-in-law, gratitude for the journey, laced with his signature humor. Jen's toast surely reflected her deep love, her hopes for their happiness, and her profound joy at seeing Zoey so loved and secure. Then came the dancing. Zoey and Zach took the floor for their first dance. Did Zoey dance standing, supported by Zach? Did they share a beautiful, graceful dance with Zoey in her chair, Zach moving with her in perfect harmony? However they chose, it was a moment of pure connection, a silent conversation of love and partnership witnessed by their nearest and dearest. Then, Bill danced with his beaming daughter, a moment overflowing with paternal love and pride. Jen danced with her new son-in-law, sealing their bond, will likely cut loose with his sister and friends. The dance floor, though small, pulsed with pure, unadulterated happiness. Throughout the evening, the overwhelming emotion radiating from Jen, Bill, And Will wasn't just happiness. It was profound, deep-seated joy. Joy seeing Zoey so radiantly happy. Joy welcoming Zach, who they genuinely loved and respected, officially into their family. Joy at the culmination of Zoey's incredible journey to this point. Joy at the sheer normalcy and beauty of the moment. A family celebrating love, away from the spotlight. Insiders say Jen couldn't stop smiling, Bill couldn't stop hugging everyone, and Will was beaming with brotherly pride. It was, by all accounts, one of the happiest days of their lives. As the magical evening drew to a close, Zoey and Zach departed amidst a shower of sparklers or rose petals, embarking on their honeymoon, another closely guarded secret location. The secret wedding was a resounding success. But why keep it such a closely guarded secret for so long? Zoey spent her formative years on camera. Choosing to have this most intimate life event completely private was a reclaiming of her autonomy, her right to a normal experience untouched by production schedules or public commentary. Zoey and Zach wanted their relationship to grow strong, deep roots without the pressure, speculation, or potential negativity that public scrutiny can bring. They wanted it to be theirs. They wanted every tear, every laugh, every vow to be 100% real, not performed for an audience. The intimacy fostered genuine, unfiltered emotion. For Jen, Bill, and Will, this was a sacred family moment. Keeping it private allowed them to be fully present, purely as parents and brother, not as TV personalities. 5. Safety and well-being. Unfortunately, public figures, especially those with disabilities, can attract unwanted attention or negativity. Privacy was also a shield. Keeping this secret, especially in today's social media age, was a monumental feat. It speaks volumes about the loyalty of their tiny guest list and the family's unwavering commitment to respecting Zoey and Zach's wishes. It wasn't about deception. It was about profound love and respect. So, what now for Mr. Zach's and Mrs. Zoey Klein, now a married woman, steps into this new chapter with her loving partner by her side? They likely reside near her supportive family in Houston. Zoey may be pursuing higher education or a career path aligned with her passions, perhaps science, writing, advocacy, or working with animals. Zach is building his own career. Together, they are building a life grounded in the love, mutual respect, and shared values that brought them together. Jen and Bill, they are overjoyed. They have gained not just a son-in-law, but a beloved member of their family. Their support for Zoey and Zach is unwavering, but respectful of their independence. They are likely relishing this new phase, parents watching their children flourish as adults. Will? He has a fantastic brother-in-law in Zach, strengthening their family bond. And what about the little couple? Could this secret love story ever be shared on the show? That decision rests solely with Zoey and Zach. Jen and Bill would never pressure them. If Zoey and Zach choose to share their story publicly, perhaps in a controlled interview, or by allowing some glimpses into their married life on the show, it would be on their terms when they feel ready. The show's focus, if it continues, would likely adapt to reflect Jen and Bill's lives as parents of young adults, potentially including their work, travels, and advocacy, always respecting Zoey and Will's desired level of privacy. The beauty of this secret is that it was kept for Zoey, not from the fans who care about her. It was an act of love by her family and friends, allowing her this profoundly personal joy. Now that the secret is revealed, we can all share in the collective happiness for her. Zoey Klein's story has always been one of defying expectations, of remarkable strength, and of love. The love of her incredible parents, Jen and Bill, the bond with her brother Will, and the love of fans worldwide inspired by her journey. Now that story includes a beautiful new chapter, her love story with Zach, a relationship built in the quiet spaces, nurtured with care, and celebrated in the most intimate, joyful way possible. To Zoey and Zach, we may not know your faces together yet. We may not know all the details you hold dear, but from the bottom of our hearts, we send you the warmest congratulations and wishes for a lifetime of happiness, love, adventure, and unwavering support for one another. Your secret was kept with love, and your joy is now shared with love. And to Jen, Bill, and Will, your happiness radiates. Thank you for loving Zoey so fiercely, for supporting her dreams, and for protecting this beautiful moment for her. Seeing your family embrace this new chapter with such open hearts and radiant joy is truly heartwarming. We are so incredibly happy for you all. Zoey Klein, the little girl who taught us so much about courage, is now a wife. And her love story, though once a secret, is a testament to the enduring power of genuine connection, the importance of privacy, and the boundless joy that comes when you find your perfect partner. Here's to Zoey and Zach. May it forever be as beautiful as their beginning. More update. The little couple Zoey Klein grown up and unrecognizable, but how? And Jen Arnold shares Gotcha Day tribute for Zoey. And Klein makes statement with grown-up look, but why? And the little couple, young Zoey Klein impresses on huge Clydesdale, but how? The perfect profession for Zoey Klein, but how? I will explain everything. The little couple Zoey Klein grown up and unrecognizable, but how? A number of years have passed since the little couple last appeared on TV. Fans of the Arnold family are going crazy over Zoey Klein's recent Easter update, which she posted with her daughter. Zoey looks very stunning, and some users have even gone as far as to suggest she doesn't seem like herself anymore. Many viewers of the little couple continue to express their longing for the family-oriented TLC show even though it has been off broadcast for a while. This beloved family has released a plethora of new content in just the past few years. The family's move to Boston was one of the most significant changes. Additionally, many journeys to the Big Apple have been made by family members. The little couple's move to Boston has made it much easier for them to visit New York City, and they have made the most of this opportunity. While Jen Arnold does her best to keep her followers up to date on their lives, the majority of them would like not to miss an episode here and there. Jen Arnold reportedly updated her followers on Easter with a photo of her daughter Zoey Klein, according to her most recent social media posts. Jen captioned her update with, "Happy Easter from Zoey." Zoey danced her heart out to celebrate this special day, having a wonderful day basking in the sunshine with loved ones. Many viewers of the little couple are enjoying this charming update because of Zoey's appearance. The fact that Zoey Klein appears so much more mature now is something that many people can't deny. Now that she's an adult, many commentators remember the day Bill Klein and Jen Arnold adopted her with such fondness. In case you haven't been following Zoey Klein's news lately, she is now a teenager and partakes in all the typical teen activities. In order to try out new styles and more, Zoey sneaks into her mom's beauty bag. Fans of the TLC reality show The Little Couple have seen her mature greatly since their first encounter, and many comments have expressed their disbelief at her transformation. "Zoe looks so beautiful," gushed one commenter not long ago. "Greetings and salutations from New Zealand on this Easter. Hope you have a wonderful Easter, Zoey," another individual chimed in. "To Jen, Bill, and Will too. You have transformed into an exquisite young woman, Zoey. Additionally, you're quite the dancer." Third party, "She has certainly matured. Sending best wishes on this Easter." The little couple Jen Arnold shares Gotcha Day tribute for Zoey, but why? On Zoey Klein's Gotcha Day, Jen Arnold, a famous member of the little couple, recently posted a unique flashback homage. What else, then, did Jen want to say on this momentous occasion? Quite some time when Jen Arnold and Bill Klein wanted to have a family, fans of the little couple knew that they adopted 2 children. Since adopting Will Klein from China and Zoey Klein from India, they have been blessed with a joyful family of 4. Watching Will and Zoey develop into adults has been a joy for viewers of the little couple. A lot of people are disappointed that the show was canceled because they don't get to see the kids or the family very often. Fans can stay informed, though, because Jen frequently posts family updates on social media. To commemorate a momentous occasion with Zoey Klein, Jen Arnold recently posted to social media. The day Jen and Bill formally adopted their daughter Zoey was known as Zoey's Gotcha Day. A flashback photo of Jen, Bill, and daughter Zoey was shared with Jen's fans of the daughter couple, along with some heartfelt remarks. Zoey Klein is so close to being a teenager now. Still, Jen reminisced about the day Zoey became a part of their family and officially made them four, taking a brief journey down memory lane. Hard to believe this was US 11 years ago today. The little couple star wrote to commemorate the momentous milestone. Zoey Klein, the one and only, had a very happy Gotcha Day. You are becoming such an incredible young woman, and we couldn't be prouder. Many fans of the little couple were quick to offer their congrats and other expressions of kindness in response to Jen Arnold's special throwback update. Those who have followed the family show since its inception, particularly viewers who saw Jen and Bill adopt Zoey, find it hard to comprehend that so much time has gone by. Keep in mind the Bill sandwiches with Zoe and Will. One little couple commenter warned, "Definitely not 11 years ago." Another commenter chimed in, "I swear I watched this a year ago. The passage of time is really dizzying. I remember the trip with Il and Zoe. I'd always watched your show," remarked a third commenter. "As parents, you and Bill are fantastic. Your lovely family is in God's mercy. Lose myself in your show." Somebody else added, "I remember watching this back then, such a treasured memory, so cute." The little couple Zoey Klein makes statement with grown-up look, but why? Pop star Zoey Klein, who is known for her role in the little couple, recently made a bold fashion statement by flaunting her stylish new self. Come see her right away. Looking back at the little Zoey Klein from when Jen Arnold and Bill Klein brought her home, you would never guess how old she is now. Over the years, Zoey has matured and grown into her own, becoming taller and more confident. Many viewers of the little couple have commented on how much she has matured since the TLC program aired. Zoey doesn't appear very frequently, which can be frustrating for fans who don't get Jen Arnold's regular updates. So it's not uncommon for them to be taken aback by her maturity level when they do find an update. Followers of the little couple can follow Jen Arnold's social media accounts to find out when the family is visiting and where they're going. According to Jen's most recent update, many people have commented on how much Zoey has changed. In a recent update that Jen Arnold shared with her legion of the little couple fans, Zoey tried on a number of Jen's gowns. As Jen posted pictures of Zoey Klein attempting on her mother's beloved garments, the session took on the air of a mini fashion show. Zoey Klein looks even more grown up when she tries on the clothes that Jen Arnold has in her closet full of dresses for special occasions. Evidently, Jen Arnold frequently mentions that she and Zoey share many similar tastes in clothing. When it came to her mother's clothing, Zoey was unstoppable. As expected, fans of the little couple showered Zoey Klein with compliments over her transformation in the comment area of Jen Arnold's latest social media post. Her varied interests and other daily activities are a source of great interest for her fans. All eyes are on Zoey's latest styles. "When did Zoey get so grown up?" asked one fan of the little couple. And further commenter echoed same feelings, writing, "I recall when you went to retrieve her. She's fully matured now." "Zoey has become a beautiful young lady," remarked a third TLC fan. "Those adorable ensembles are totally her style." The little couple, young Zoey Klein, impresses on huge Clydesdale, but how? Zoey Klein, who stars with the little couple, recently wowed viewers of the family-friendly TLC show with her incredible writing abilities. Jen Arnold recently posted a video of her daughter strutting around atop a massive Clydesdale. The family TLC show The Little Couple has been off the air since 2019, which is unfortunate for lovers of the show. Fans of shows like Seven Little Johnstons are left with just the show following Little People Big World, which was also canceled after 25 seasons on the network. Longtime viewers of The Little Couple can still stay up with the Arnold family's news by following Jen Arnold on social media, even though many fans feel that this isn't the same as seeing episodes from a whole season. Fans of the Lil couple who have been around for a while know that horseback riding is Zoey Klein's passion. Besides that, she enjoys a wide variety of artistic pursuits, dance, and more. Even Zoey admitted to experimenting with makeup in a recent vlog that Jen Arnold uploaded on YouTube. She went so far as to steal from her mom's hoard without her knowledge. Regardless of everything that's happening, Zoey Klein's true passion is riding horses. Jen Arnold's most recent social media posts feature a video of her daughter Zoey riding a massive Clydesdale. In the video, Zoey appears just as self-assured as before. "Trail ride anyone?" Jen Arnold added, before sharing the clip with her legion of Little Couple fans. Many viewers of the Lil couple were quick to comment on Zoey Klein's self-assured horseback riding style. It is evident that Zoey's years of riding have paid off handsomely, as many commenters on this latest post have noted. Also, for those who haven't been following the Klein family as closely over the past few years, Zoey's incredible growth is something that many TLC viewers still find hard to comprehend. Many people are eagerly anticipating her next move because of all the things she is involved in. Zoey has become quite the expert rider. "What beautiful horse," said one viewer of the Little couple. "What a fantastic idea." "Oh my goodness, Zoey and the horse are absolutely stunning," another reader said. "Very level-headed." The Little couple, the perfect profession for Zoey Klein, but how? Since her last appearance on TLC, Zoey Klein, star of the Little couple, has matured considerably. A lot of her admirers believe they know what she should do for a living based on what her mom, Jen Arnold, has recently said. Thus, Zoey must decide what to do. Jen Arnold and Bill Klein's adoption of daughter Zoey is a memory that many longtime viewers of the daughter couple will never forget. From that point on, people watched as the tiny girl grew up until the 2019 season finale of the show aired on TLC. Fans of the Little couple have been following Jen Arnold's social media posts ever since to learn about the family's latest adventures. While it may not compare to watching entire seasons on television, it does bring viewers up to date on the Arnold/Klein family's ebb and flow. Jen Arnold and Bill Klein's unwavering support for their children's interests is one of the things that fans of the Little couple adore about them.